Good morning, you all. God bless you. Welcome by Great Outdoors. Thanks for watching. In this video, you're going to see me make a flint striker for a customer. I'm going to take a piece of file and make it, but we're going to talk about how to make this. I know you've seen me do it before, but I'm going to do it again. Not only are we going to make this flint striker, then I'm going to show you exactly how to use it. I sent my little friend Heather a flint striker there for Christmas, and she's having some struggles knowing how to do it. So in this video, I'm going to show her how to do it. So anyway, I want to talk to you fellas about, you don't have to use a file to make yourself a flint striker. The first striker that I ever purchased online, I think came from that Townsend place, and they said they were hand forged. And of course, me being a blacksmith, I can tell you whether it was hand forged or not. So what they called hand forged was they had just bought some high carbon square stock. Let's just take for instance the same kind of metal that you use to make knives out of, good high carbon steel knives. You can buy that stuff in square stock. So they used 3/8 by 3/8 square stock. They simply cut that stuff to length, heated it up and bent it, and that's what they called a hand forged striker. And they work good, and I'm not against that, but if you want to mass produce that stuff, that's the easiest way to do it. Just buy you some high carbon stock. It's already squared. Just cut it to length and bend it, and you got a flint striker, if that's the kind of striker that you want. Now, you've seen me use this stuff right here before. This is high carbon spring steel. This is where I get it from. This is a spring that helps those great old big giant doors in these factories go up and down. This is the assist spring. These things make excellent tools, high carbon, you guys. These things are the go-tos. If you really can find you some of that stuff, these make excellent knives, strikers, you name it. But if you get them too hard, I found out this from experience, if you get them too hard and you drop them on a hard surface, they will break just like that. So you got to watch what you're doing. So I'm going to make this one. I'll let you see me do it, and then we'll talk some more about it. All right, you all, I just got a little magnet there. I'll reach over there into the fire and touch that piece of steel, that striker. If the magnet don't stick to it, then I'll take it and I'll quench it. And you can go too far with your heat there, you all. You got to be really careful when you're using carbon steel. Now, I'm going to turn the light off right here and let you all see what color this is. And it's still magnetic. So it's not hot enough yet. This time, you all, I'm going to test it in the fire to see if it's critical where I want it. And it is. Now, the curves on that thing don't really need to be hard like the rest of it is, as far as the striking face goes. Here we go. All right, you all, I quenched it in that little pot of water right there. It's still wet. See if I got a piece of flint up here somewhere. Let's see if it'll throw sparks. See that? It's a big old chunk of chert there, you all. You got to find you a good sharp edge on it. Once you learn how to do that there, Heather, you can do that in the dark. It's throwing some good sparks. Okay, Heather. I'm gonna attempt to do this from behind the camera right here. You striking a piece of flint and a piece of steel is almost like striking a match once you learn how to do it. You want to hold your piece of sharp-edged flint just flat like that, or you can turn it just a little bit to where it catches that edge. I hope this is a good piece of flint right here. Now I know you've already laid your chark off. I'm going to show you can actually take steel wool and do the same thing. I don't have any chark cloth right here handy today. So I'm going to lay a piece of steel wool right on the very edge of that, right there. Stick it right out to the edge. And that's not a very good piece of flint right there. But what's happening to a beginner's mind is they're afraid they're going to hit their knuckles on that piece of rock right there. And you can do that. You can come around there and hit them. I've actually done that before. But just with practice, you just come right down there and just strike it. Just like that. And eventually, you're going to catch a spark. It may take a while, but you got to learn. So just hold it just exactly like that right there, and just come down just like you're going to strike a match. Hey you all, I want to thank all of you folks who showed up at my live video last night and talked with me, and we had a little Q&A session there and answered some really interesting questions and had a little fun. I appreciate you all, everyone that showed up. One day I'm going to do a live video on some gospel music. I hope you show up for that as well and sing with me and praise the Lord. Let's continue to pray for the people, you all, that received all that damage out west the other evening. To me, it's just a terrible thing. So let's continue to pray and do what we can do for those folks. All right, you all, that concludes this video on how to make a flint striker and how it works. And Heather, just keep right on practicing and build us a fire one day on YouTube. Thanks for watching, you all. God bless you.